suddenly winks out. Master Artificer is now vulnerable to tools.
So be it. Let's see if you're faster than feet. Too bad I can't corrupt you as I did the archives. Very well. I will deal with you myself. You pick up the codex page the devils were using to transform the archons into...
Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to my live stream. Here you can ask your DDO questions, ask for DDO demonstrations, and ask for DDO advice. So please be my guest on my show, Ask Aldbar DDO Live. Enjoy! Well, last stream, I did a whole bunch of updates to this character, and I discovered a whole bunch of new abilities. And really what happened is I got much closer to soloing specific raids than I was ever before. And it kind of put a fire underneath me to try to do it, because now it suddenly feels like it's at my grasp. So there's a specific build I have designed that I wanted to do. And to test the viability of that build, I'm going to modify this particular build a bit just to see if it can work. And for that, we first need to do some crafting. So stream's going to probably be short, but we're going to start with some Dino bone crafting. Anyway, how you all doing today? I just got approved to be an affiliate, so a whole bunch of new things opened up on the channel. Got to get used to it. Okay, let's start with the Dino bone crafting. So you've got this vendor over here. Basically, when you do any of the legendary quests in Isle of Dread, you get these ingredients. In the quest, there's 4 different fossilized ingredients they can drop. Okay? And in the wilderness, there's a 5th type. The wilderness drops from the rares, also the new type, and also this type. Now, if you want to have you can buy from this vendor any of the base weapons. So if I want to buy this light pick, it would cost me 25 of each. I already have one. I actually picked it up from one of the rares, I think. And basically, to make a full item, fully upgraded, you'll need 175 with item, or 150 of each type without item. And 100 from the Isle of Dread ingredients, from the wilderness, and another 50 black pearls. So also you can get from the Isle of Dread raid bosses. I made a separate clip on Twitch. You can see if you want to see those. Anyway, so for us, let's go. There's different. These things are basically augments. There's different versions of the augments you can get, either for weapons or for items. So make sure you're getting the right kind. So let's see. This particular item, I'm trying to make a copy of this. Yeah. So flame scale I want for the adamantite, and this one. This gives me good alignment. So I did flame scale, flame fang, And then, yeah, Flame Claw because I'm only to exceptional strength. And the final one is Bright Horn. So basically I'm going to get the same thing. So by typing flame in the chat, in the name, it's going to find these things out. So I'm just making sure slotted effect adds a demented material type. So this is a weapon. So make sure I buy the ones that are weapon. Got myself flame scale, flame fang. Yeah, this is good alignment. I need this. Flame claw. I typically wouldn't get this one. There's other things that I would get. But I already have Melt Claw, which is the acid damage over time, which is the best. But I have it on my shield, so I don't need to have it in two places. And finally, Bright. Bright Horn. 1,000 temporary hit points. Well, select. Now they're all going into my augment bag because, well, these are augments. Well, let's take them out of my augment bag. And now we shall slot them in to the item. Here's my light pick. I'm going to put it in the place where you accept the augments. Fang. This goes Fang slot. Yes. This is a claw. This goes in the claw slot. It's fancy name for the specific augment. Horn. This goes in the horn slot. And scale. Basically, I'm making a copy of the weapon that I have over here, but for light pick. Yeah. What are the two augments I have on this thing? I've got augmented. Let's see. Put this one in the augment slot and check. These are standard augments. Maiming and Vampire Slayer. That's for silver. And some extra pierce damage. Let's go see. Ruby. Let's see which rubies I have. Looking for a ruby of maiming and a ruby of Vampire Slayer. Vampire Slayer gives me silver plus 1d4 light, which is okay. But it's mainly silver, so this. And let's see if I've got maiming. Legendary ruby of maiming. I've got one of these. Let's take it. Okay, legendary ruby of maiming. Drop this in an orange slot. Orange can take, well, either yellow or red. And purple can take either red or blue. Okay, the rest we can put back in. And now this particular weapon is basically a carbon copy of the augments that I have on this weapon. Now this weapon has a whole bunch of sentient filigrees, so next up is sentient filigrees. So this time we drop it in this slot, and first we need to add a sentient jewel. So that's this thing. An arcane assistant. Drop this here. And now we can feed it sentient food. Sentient food just basically means named items. Named items have you destroy them and get XP for that. Here's what I've got available right now. As I drop him in the slot over here, the amount of XP is being blocked. The amount of XP over here will go up. So feed it. 620. 930, and it says the minimum requirement that I need to open up another slot. $1,800. I should have some, yeah. There we go. So 2 slots already. Yeah, this should allow me to add different filigrees. Before we go, let's see, I need something else. Let's go back to here to crafting. Can't remember the name of it right now. I can't remember if that's the name. Let's go check in the harbor. Let's go check. Basically what I want to do is I want to upgrade. I want to make an item that will allow me to test a specific variant of a certain build. And right now I'm just trying to copy the weapon I already have to a different type of weapon, basically. If it does work, I'll have that weapon passed on to a designated build. But let's head over to the harbor right now. I don't remember who does the... You know what? I'll check very quickly. I'm just looking on the wiki. Stone of Change. Sparkling Dust and Fever Blanch. Okay. Marketplace. Yeah, I want to craft something. But for this, you need to have a special Eldritch device that you have in the marketplace. So let's go do that. Yeah, I need to use this particular device, and for that, we need to get a few things out of the bank. Okay, so we need collectibles. We need, I think, 9 Fever Blanch. I think that's called something like that. Yep, these things. Deadly Fever Blanch? All right, we need 15 of them. And the other thing we need is, I think, let's check. Yeah, Sparkling Dusts. Hello, Kevin. Well, it's actually already day over here, but okay. I hope you're having a good time. We're doing some crafting so we can test out a build. See if I've got any. No, I need some dragon shards. Libraries, dragon shards. I've got stacks of 10,000. Huge stacks of them. More stacks. Where's the one all the way at the end? Here. Okay. Now some more crafting. This is some like minor crafting. This is very old. I'm glad it's still in the game. So you've got this device over here. It doesn't tell you what the recipes are. So this was like all trial and error to figure out what the recipes are, which is a total nightmare. But it is what it is. So first you take your item, you drop it in here, and you have to bound it. Should be Cyber's dragon shards. I got rid of the K-bar dragon shards. Okay, so now the same item has another little thing, bound and attuned. Here, let's move it. I still can't see it. It's going to be super annoying here. Go like this, you click on the thing, then you hit this, then hit examine, then you hit the lock. Now you can move this thing around. Yeah, so this top, bound and attuned, this is what I've added. I need to add this thing, bound and attuned, before I can do the other ritual. Okay, and the other ritual is going to require Sparkling Dust and Deadly Fever Blanch, or whatever it's called. So, take our item. This only works once it's bound and attuned. Then you drop your Deadly Fever Blanch and Sparkling Dust. It's going to use, I think, how much? Yeah, 12 and 6. 12 of the Fever Blanch and 6 of the Sparkling Dust. And let's do it. Yep. And now, here's the new version. Let's examine the new version. Click it again. Hit this. Examine. Lock it. And now, on top of the bound and attuned, we have a new thing. It says Force Critical. Every time you hit with a critical hit, it will add extra 1d4 force damage. And this just stacked on everything. You can just add it to any item. So yeah, that's what that was all about. Okay, we're almost done upgrading this item. Now I'm going to head back into the bank so I don't forget where all my collectibles went. I'm going to put them back. And we shall move on. Okay. The last thing I need, actually, is going to be filigrees. The one filigree I for sure need, let's see. Filigrees are these little off things. I'm not going to add all of these. I need Sucker Punch, one against Mid. I need one of these. This I have to have. See about all the rest. Shattered Device. How much do I have in each? Let's see what I have in my ring. Yeah, I've got 2 Prowess and 1 Shattered Device. Yeah, I think I need another Shattered Device. So let's get myself a 1 against. I only have 2 slots on this thing right now. Check out the account. See if we got Shattered Device. This is what I'm looking at right now is what's called my crafting storage, my shared crafting storage. And it's between all of my different characters. So yeah, Shattered Device, melee range power. Yeah, +1 strength is probably the best. And we need this, and we need Threads of Fate. Yeah, Threads of Fate is a currency that you only get from high-level raids. But you can actually spend it, and you can buy some very expensive filigrees. And we need Sucker Punch. One against Messy. It's 2 different sets. Sucker Punch, 1 against many, gives you +2 strength. And there we go. So let's see, our filigrees are going to be these 2. First, this gets slot number 1, and this gets slot number 2. Yeah, that's about enough. So this character is now downgrading its weapon significantly because I don't have as many as many filigree slots yet. But at least I have enough to make it... okay. Let's go to someplace where you can see the character, and we're going to do some more character transformation. Gotta find someplace normal to stand. Guess we can stand on the ship. It's usually sunny over there. The only problem with the ship is it has this background noise. Hope it doesn't drive you crazy. Okay, fine. Okay, so here's the character right now. And the character right now is trained on, well, a rapier. And the way that it works is I've got my critical multiplier times 4, and the critical range is 40%. Okay, this is how this particular character works. And I get that from different enhancements. Here we go. The most notably part is this top tier of Barbarian gives me the +2 and critical to the range. And because I'm using something called Swashbuckling, this thing, I can't see it. Swashbuckling, yeah. This thing over here adds specific bonuses to specific weapons. And Rapier gets a +1 to its multiplier. So I get +1 competence to its multiplier, and then +2 competence to its critical range from the Barbarian, and it stacks very nicely, okay? Now what I'm going to do is go completely off the hinge, and basically I'm going to use a light pick. And rather than use the top tree over here, and rather than use this tree, which gives me critical range, I'm going to go use this tree, which gives me critical multiplier. Because swashbuckling with a light pick gives you +1 critical range. And then instead of using something called quick cutter, I'm going to use adrenaline. So basically I have a guaranteed +7 to my crit. So yeah, this is going to be bonkers. So basically I'm going to change out the points from this tree to this tree. And yeah, we're going to, that's the goal right now. Move the points out of this tree and stack them into here, whatever we need. Yeah, I want to have at least the 4 cores over here. I want to keep the character as balanced as possible. I'm going to be losing my 25, my immunity to slippery surfaces and knockdown, which is not going to be fun. But we'll see how high the build goes. So the last thing I want to check is, right now when I look at this item, I've got 172 base damage all the way to the top. I don't know if you can see it underneath all the stuff. Here, let's look at it. You have to compare before and after. Here. Let's rage up. Take this and this. I can't do that now because I raged first. I should have done this first. This and this. And this. And now rage up. Now click on the item. Like this. Examine. Lock it. Okay. 190.30. Okay, this is what this item looks like when it's buffed up. And now we're going to check how high we can get our light pick to be. Okay, so here we go. Of course, one of the most important things, if I'm going to change my the way the build works, I'm going to have to change the cosmetics. So if before I looked like the Count of Monte Cristo, well, now I'm going to have to change to a different build completely. Yeah, this is the base of the Gem Guard build, so I'm using his cosmetic. Because you gotta. Okay, now let's do all the upgrades. Go to the enhancements. I just need to look at what I'm doing before I forget. So basically I have the 4 tiers. Power attack. More constitutional while raging. I took the I like pain because I want the temporary hit points. And I want slaughter. So these are the stuff I want. Okay, fine. Reset this tree. Put the points in the next one. So I can take myself the movement speed bonus, which I really like. Question is, should I invest in the other things in this tree? Yeah, this thing is going to be brokenly powerful, because I'm using cracking attack. And it gives me a +2 to the weapon base damage for 12 seconds. This is crazy. This one I'm going to take the healing. Okay, let's make sure I've got enough points here. Power attack. 2 more con. This. These. It's hard to remember exactly what I took before. I wanted the slaughter. I know I need this. Okay, how many points? I have 7 points left. So, if I take this... Now I can give up on the Bane damage. Yes, I want this. Do I need this? Supreme Cleave just gives me bleed damage, which is not exactly what I need. How many points do I have? I have 4 points. Let's take the strength, because I had the strength before, so... I'm trying to bring the character to be basically as close as possible to what it was before. So yeah, here we go. This is the new setup. Accept. First of all, I should be still swashbuckling. And now, let's look at the new weapon that I'm using right now. First, let's buff up. So, this and this, these are buffs that are for the weapon itself, so you need to redo it. And then this. And this. And now we click on the weapon again. And we hit examine. And we lock it in place. And this is only 176. But the crit range on this thing is 17 to 20, which is 20%, times 7. Okay? And now, here comes the real kicker. We're going to swap out our Epic Destinies, not this, Epic Destinies, and move the points from Quick Cutter into Adrenaline instead. Okay, so basically I'm going to take the points out of this tree and make sure I got the healing stuff and Adrenaline. So reset this tree, and this time I'm going to go for Adrenaline. Now, the gimmick with Adrenaline is it basically increases, it's a guarantee increase to your critical range. And it ends up being a +16 to your critical range, which is bonkers. And we're going to take the double strike. This we got to take. These 3, we got to take these 3. Except, ooh, I'm 1 point short. 1 point short. I'd rather give up on this than this. Okay, fine. I probably could take a point out of one of these other trees. Something from here, maybe? I don't know. Accept. Fine. Okay. Let's readjust this. So, Mantle of Fury. Put this back on. Turn it on. Primal Scream. Put this here. Activate it again. Everything else is the same. Except for Adrenaline, which is the new attack that goes here. Okay, enhancements. Barbarian power attack. Oh, I forgot about this. I should check the weapon in a second. Cracking attack. You go here. Where's slaughter? Slaughter. Fine. Okay, everything's back into place. Check this again. Just make sure, because I think I missed something. Examine. No, 176. Fine. Okay, 17 to 20 times 7. Now, if you add adrenaline, this gives you another 16 to your critical range and 75% damage. So if I click it once, now I've got 525 base damage for the next hit. And it's a guaranteed hit, so unless 100% chance to hit. So 100% chance times 7. I don't know if you can see that here. Here you go. This is what it looks like. 100% chance from 1 to 20 times 7 with a critical multiplier of 525. Yeah, that's it. This was the whole thing. I wanted to just see how crazy I could get this number. Well, now, of course, we have to test it. I also have to get used to using adrenaline and the different attacks. So let's see. Cleave is 30% damage. Whirlwind attack is 20% damage. Cracking attack is 30% damage. And slaughter is 100% damage. Question is, where should I put the adrenaline? Let's put it over here. I really want to see what happens if I hit adrenaline and then I hit right after that slaughter. That's another 100% damage on it. I want to see if I can get like 100,000 hit. Some kind of crazy number. Anyway, so I guess we're going to try out the legendary VOD. Last time I was able to get past like the first, the start of the raid. So usually when you change up your weapons and stuff, there's always like a period of getting used to things. So I might have to do a few attempts before I get into the swing of things, but let's see. Gotta remember that. And I think I've got everything. Let's try. Yeah, prior to last time, I wasn't able to even finish like the first 4 Orathons at the beginning. And then after that, well, I successfully got past Orathons at least twice. Yeah, so definitely an improvement. So we're here to see how far this can go. Well, wish me luck.
Rushing through the fortress, you arrive at the inner sanctum of Sulamade, Devil General of Shavarath, architect of the infernal port.
Barking a command, the horned devil sets his bodyguards upon you.
Whoops. Forgot about the what's it called? Need to be better on the curse. Remove curse. I actually clicked once on the remove disease instead. Sorry. Be needed better on the remove disease. I actually clicked remove curse before. Sorry. Let's try again. And probably I should move the adrenaline up like this. Yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm cycling through on my keyboard. Okay, I'll press them all so you can see them. I'm going through the different attacks on my keyboard one by one in sequence. Okay, you can see the shortcuts on the bottom left. So what happens is I keep on, really what I'm doing is I'm putting down my thumb and I'm dragging it across the keys. So I'm just repeating the same sequence. So because of that, the ones at the beginning I get mashed more often. So the ones with a smaller cooldown usually I put at the beginning. That's basically the logic behind the order of which I put the keys. And I reset. Let's go and try it again. Yeah. When you stand on the ship for about an hour, 1 minute, it will consider it as if you rested at a shrine. So they'll return all your buffs and stuff. So that's what that was about. And we have to reset this because you can't continue from the same instance. Let's try again. Oh, my epic moment is on cooldown. We'll be fine. Famous last words.
Rushing through the fortress, you arrive at the inner sanctum of Sulamade, Devil General of Shavarath, architect of the infernal port.
Barking a command, the horned devil sets his bodyguards upon you.
Nope. Yeah, I guess having the difference between 7 filigrees and 2 filigrees, another 5 filigrees does make a difference when it comes to your DPS. Oh well. Well, that's not going to happen now. I don't have time to farm out right now a whole bunch of extra filigrees and stuff and be able to compare it 1-to-1. However, what we can do is go just try to see the biggest number we can get. And for that, let's head out to some kind of wilderness. Let's go to the Isle of Dread. And let's see what kind of number I can get off the Glaber Zoo. Yes, I want to do adrenaline into slaughter and see how just how high it goes. Let's try. Yeah, to fight the Glaber Zoo, he always shows up. You have to pick up these 2 crests first. Turn this on. Turn on a rage. Yeah. DDO is a very incremental game when it comes to power gain. So every little number 1 or 2 that you add on does make a big difference. So having 5 filigrees less is huge. Especially because a lot of those, well, a 5-piece prowess set gives me a whole bunch of melee power when I use an action boost. So it's a huge gain. Yeah, let's go summon this guy and let's see what kind of numbers we can get. Optimally, I would have adrenaline twice. I don't know. Let's do that. This is my get out of jail card, so I kind of... I don't know, I really want to have adrenaline before all of these, so it's kind of like, there's no good answer. Here, Slaughter does 100% damage, but this thing, Legendary Rally, it's 50% damage, but plus 2 critical multiplier. And let's try all of them, because right now I am guaranteed when I use adrenaline, I'm going to hit a critical hit, so. Unless somehow we blocks the critical hit, but yeah. Come down over here, we can see you. You're going to stand up there the whole time? Okay. So let's do... still in rage, still this. It's all good. Adrenaline. And then we want to activate my double shot strike. Man, that was garbage. He has immunity to fortification, so let's try this again. This. I mean, he has a lot of fortification. Okay, 59,000, that's much better. Let's try the adrenaline plus rally. I want to have the double strike on again. Adrenaline. Give me a rally. Oh. Barbarian Rage. And a rally. 46,000. Also nice. I mean, do you realize that using this legendary rally, I have actually a +9 to my critical multiplier? And if I happen to land a 20, it's even more. Yeah, this is crazy. Hello, Float On By. We're here just doing a short stream, checking out some potential things for a build. Yeah. Let's see how high we can get this critical again. Adrenaline and Slaughter. 47,000. Hit it a few times. Okay, let's try again. Need to hit that. Having the I need to have my what's it called on the double strike chance on. Double strike chance right now. Double strike chance is 63. So I want to have almost 100% chance for double strike. I want to activate this. 93%. Okay. Adrenaline. Slaughter. 47,000. We can round that up to 50,000. It's close enough. No, light pick. Why should I go for a hand axe and get a +5 or +6? Go for a light pick and get +7. You gotta see how it looks when you have an adrenaline active. It does you a 100% chance times to hit for +7. Yeah, I'm saying, but if you're going to go for spiky crits, go for the spikiest of crits. The hand axe with the new feat only gets a +6. This gets to +7. 18 Barbarian for another +1 multi from Greater Forensi. Let me see. Yeah, but that's only on 19 and 20. Yeah, but that's not all the time. Here's the thing. I want it so when I hit adrenaline, I am guaranteed a 100% chance that I'll hit a critical. So here, look. I'm going to select my item. Let's hit adrenaline. Then I'll take my item, examine, lock it. If you look at it right now, you should be able to see it on screen. Okay, base damage rating, critical roll, 100%, 1 to 20, times 7. Okay, if it would have been 95%, that would be been good also because you miss on a roll of 1 anyway. So times 7. This is the magic number I'm trying to get. Okay, this is not talking about how much I add when I hit on a 19 and 20. That's only 10% chance. So if I add slaughter to this, it's pretty strong. Mind you, again, this is a first level character. And one of the main reasons why it's less strong than what I had right before is because he has 5 less filigrees on his item. So yeah, I was talking at the beginning about farming Dinosaur-born crafting, so I guess we're coming full circle before we end the stream. Yeah, this is where you get your black pearls. This is raid items, but you can also get them from the wilderness over here. And you can also pick up your, rare, I mean, you can pick up items if you happen to get the ones you want. We're going to go see if the dragon's there and then if the dinosaur's there, and that's going to be it. We'll be ending the stream. I said there was going to be a short stream today, and it's almost an hour, so. Yeah, that's what's on the menu. Unless somebody somehow magically redeems something from well, the truth is I really owe a actually I don't, but whatever. I've added new things, new rewards you can get with channel points, because I just got approved to be an affiliate. I've added the option to redeem solo raids, where you can choose a raid. Well, you can choose the category. Hello. Where is... Oh yeah, here we go. I don't know if the dragon's here, but we'll see. But there's always a collectible. It's worth it. The dragon is here. Nice. Hello. Sadly, unlike last time, where I was immune to knockdown, now he's gonna knock me down a whole bunch, probably. Figured if I've got, what's it called, action hero, might as well use it. If he takes off. I'll adjust my shortcuts. Actually, I could do it right now. Here, this is how we should do it. Basically like coding and priorities. I want adrenaline to always be active if possible. And if slaughter is up, so slaughter should do it. If not, it should be the other two attacks. Yeah, my crit range is 17 to 20. 17 to 20 times 7. That's why I'm using swashbuckling. That's the whole gimmick. The swashbuckling increases the range. And improved critical slashing, piercing increases the range. So that's why, yeah. That's the thing about swashbuckling, but you have to have 3 levels for it to work. Yeah, this is... I'm just checking out the viability of this specific setup, because I do want to make a full build around it. And part of the main goal of the build is to be able to solo raids, and for that you need... Solo raids that need a lot of DPS. So, I'm trying to see how good I can get it to work. And that's what we're working on. Oh, he knocked me off. Or lizard folk guy just got hit for 20,000. Light pick does not scream DPS. You are totally right. It is like one of the weakest weapons. But that's just the base damage, and that's the thing that, whatever, gets overlooked. Here's the thing. This is something that I feel is debatable. Is it better or not? And only testing will tell. It seems to be that most players seem to think that light pick is too weak. And I just really want to give it a chance. I mean, I've done plenty of great sword, great axe, even great crossbow. Like all of the very powerful weapons, I've done all of those. So I'd like to try something where I take a weapon who's on face value very wimpy and not very powerful at all, and see what I can do with it. Yeah, this guy really needs to have more filigrees for him to compete with the DPS of the character before. Yeah, again, this is showing the different chests where you can get black pearls. These are the wilderness. From these wilderness chests, you get the, well, Dino bone crafting ingredients. And if it's one of the 3 raid bosses, so you get a Dino bone item, random item, plus black pearls. I guess we check now if the T-Rex is up. I think it would be fun if it turns out to be that light pick, which is a terrible weapon, turns out to have one of the best DPS in the game, but I doubt it.
The Tabaxi have set up a campsite here, their colorful tints billowing in the breeze. The creatures don't seem to be worried about attacks from beasts or marauders. No doubt the Isle of Dread has learned to fear the Tabaxi's claws.
I'm just going to run through a few locations so I can show off a rare, hopefully. Because I mentioned at the beginning of the video when I did the Dino bone crafting, so that's what we're after. Still no rare here. Let's hope we get either the teddy bear or the mummy or the statue or the crab or the tiger.
of this huge exotic tree.
We get side mod, you get another raid boss. Wilderness raid boss. And the teddy bear's not here. The teddy bear. Bone Jaw, whatever his name is. Doesn't seem to be up. Come on, just give me one rare. I can finish this segment. Well, that was a rare encounter. And yeah, so you get the typical, you get one of the 4 typical ingredients, plus the specific for wilderness ingredients. And that's for your 3rd upgrade. Okay, we're done here. Fine. Anyone have a specific raid in mind? If not, we are going to do, let's see. I guess Zawabis. Legendary Zawabis. Fire over Moorgrave. You want to see how fast I die? I need like 300 PRR to be able to survive in there at all. I need to have a raid that I can complete. So, I mean, you can try to, you can you can pay points and redeem that particular raid, but for now, this has got to be short. So unless somebody redeems something specific, I think it's going to be Zawabi's Revenge. I always need more runes and tokens so I can craft myself what's it called? Voice of the Master, whatever it's called, augment. Master's Gift. Here we go.
This must be the hellish lair where the wizard king summoned Layla to act. The air is sulphurous.
Tempest Spine. I'm already in. I've added it as a optional reward for channel points. Nobody's done anything with channel points yet, so I don't know if I even get notifications if you redeem channel points. I hope it works. I'm all out of rage. I need a rest. Really? Interrupt me because of tiny amounts of fire damage? Ah. Where are my potions? Now let me rest. I hoard the plus 30 potions for resistance. And then I always forget that I have them and never use them. Okay. Let's move on.
This portal churns with instability. You doubt Zawabi's magic can hold it open for long.
How dare you trap me in here with genie tricks? You will pray for death before the end.
Yeah, this is the annoying part. You gotta do enough range DPS to get her to come down to the center. Then we can play. Just get to the 10% already. For a very long time, I couldn't solo this raid just because I couldn't get past the first 10%. It took me basically forever. And by the time she would come down to the center, I would be out of healing abilities and stuff. Yeah. This raid is one of the easier raids to solo, but you still need some kind of range DPS. Also, if you're not tanky enough, you will die to her 6 blade attack. Basically in like 1 or 2 shots. Eventually we'll get there.
See how my enemies
Finally.
prance about like jesters. I tire of such foolish edge wizards and half-wits.
Hey, you just showed up. What are you going, leaving already?
I will practice special torment for your souls.
Which one of these does more damage? Just 20%? 30%. Probably should move this. Cracking attack is only 30% damage. And that's a cooldown. Yeah, should be the final round because she's about to hit I am war.
Destruction. No mortal force can shatter the 6 swords. My body is broken. My power fades. May Lailet's death curse be upon you all.
And that is that. Of course, you got the collectible. As always, the most important thing. Fun fact, if you leave this from this side, you show up much closer to the quest giver. You have to have the door for that. Also, I just realized that I think for the last part of that raid, I wasn't using actual rage, which is a shame. And as always, don't forget to turn in your raid. Well, I think that's going to be it. This was meant to be a short stream. We're going to test some things out. I got to confirm what I wanted to. It definitely works. There's a lot to improve. But yeah, the base is there. So we shall see. Well, yeah. Anyways, thank you everybody for being a guest on my show, Ask Aldbar DDO Live. I hope to see you all next time. Yeah. Hope you all take care. Have a good one. Bye.